Hey everybody, Mr. Bischoff here. I just want to quickly go through the alphabet name project and how you're going to be laying out your letters and how you're going to be sharing them with me for your final project for this project. First of all, if you weren't here the day of, you can download and view the presentation that I did here. You can also view samples of what we're going to be looking for this project. And you can get a look here at the do's and don'ts for the project. Again, please don't use the word love. I'm a fan of love. However, it's overused for this project. So please use other words. Also keep in mind that the images that you're taking are not of things that you have created or laid out letters yourself. In other words, putting sticks on the ground to make an H or drawing a letter F in the sand. Those are examples of what we don't want. What we want are objects that you find in the world that already appear as letters but are not letters. So I think this is a really good example here because this is kind of an obscure thing you wouldn't necessarily consider being a B at all. But the author of this alphabet name, I guess that must be Jacob, huh? Came up with some pretty creative stuff. Okay, step one, you're going out into the world, you're taking pictures, you're going to bring them back to the classroom. You're not going to bring them back in your phone because you cannot use your phone in the classroom, but you can bring them back in your camera, or you can take the images from your phone before or after class, before or after school, and share them with yourself by email, or download the Google Drive app and drop the images from your phone into the Google Drive, log in class, and pull them out there. For those who are using cameras, you can also, the back of every computer has an SD card slot in it. When you put that card in there, an icon like this will appear. You can open it up and find your files. If you're using a school camera, maybe there are multiple files on there. Simply go through and find the ones that you're looking for, the ones that you did. See, this is not for my alphabet name project. This is a wonderful picture of Mr. Linsco, but I don't need that for my alphabet name. Oh, again, the W on his hat reminded me of this. We also are not taking pictures of signs or existing letters in the world. We are taking pictures of objects that appear as letters. So for the sake of this demo, I'm going to spell the word moon, highlight those files, copy them over to the desktop. And once they're there, you can open them up, drag them into Photoshop, and they'll open as individual files. You can see at the top here the different tabs. We're going to be working non-destructively, always should work non-destructively. So the first step usually is going to be to duplicate the background. This background back here is now safe. It will not be touched during the editing of this photo. So if I have to go back to the original, it's always there. We're going to be doing our final presentation on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. So we need our word to fit on 11 inches wide sheet of paper. So if you're doing a lot of letters, you're going to have to make them pretty small. For my demo, I'm doing 4. So I'm going to do each letter to fit on an 11-inch sheet, 2.3 inches by 2.3 inches. Not just fit on an 11-inch wide sheet. So I'm going to be cropping mine square. You don't have to do your square. You can do them vertically or horizontally. In the case of the demo, most of these are slightly vertical. For my demo, I'm just going to do it square because I'm only doing 4 letters. So we're going to crop each of these to 2.3 by 2.3, 2.3 by 2.3. My end's going to take a little work because it's not already oriented correctly, and I'll show you how we're going to do that in a minute. And then here's my O. All right, I neglected to duplicate this guy, and this guy, and this guy. So next step, we are going to turn these black and white. All I'm doing here is using the zoom tool to show this at 100% so that I can get a better look at it. That dandelion was really tiny. Okay, so wanted to show you about changing the orientation here. This isn't really an N, is it? So the way that we're going to adjust this, in this case, there's lots of ways to do it. But the way that I want to do it is to first use the transform tool, which is edit transform. We're going to rotate it 90 degrees clockwise. So now we have a backwards N. And then we're going to flip it horizontally. So there's my N. All right, so we're going to create our sheet for our layout for handing in and exporting to PDF. Create a new sheet. Make sure you're working in inches. It's going to be 11 inches wide by 8.5 inches tall, just like a sheet of paper at a resolution of 200. And then I'm going to take these guys and drag them onto this sheet. You can copy by doing Control-Alt to select all, Control-C, and Control-V. Or the way that I like to do it, because I actually feel like I'm working with something with my hands kind of, is to drag it into that file. Let me finish doing that here. And there. So these little pink lines allow you to align and snap your files. And then it allows you to, we want to get them all aligned on this. Let me just, and with the snap tools, they should orient themselves automatically, so you don't have to do a whole lot of work with it. All right, so now I have my letters laid out and we're going to export it. Remember to export it. We go to File, then Print. Make sure it's oriented in the right direction. Don't turn it in like this, please. Turn it in so it's oriented in the right direction. Click Print, PDF, and save as PDF. The naming convention is project name, what period you're in, and your full name first and last. Save it to your desktop. Then go to the desktop. Find that file. It's around here somewhere. Here we go. Double check that it's accurate. You're going to take this file and you're going to put it into your classroom folder on your Google Drive. Then share that folder with me. Please don't share the file with me. Please share the folder with me. In addition to doing that, there are assignment sheets up in the front of the classroom. Take one of those assignment sheets and fill it out and turn it in the front, and you have completed the alphabet name project. If you get it done quickly, do another one because you can get extra credit. I would encourage those of you who are more advanced in photography and in Photoshop to do, many of these if you want, but it might be fun because you could print these out and give them as gifts. You can print them out and hang them in your room. You can print them out and put them in your folder, whatever. So there you are. If you have any questions, let me know. There are 1 of me and 37 of you, so please ask your classmates first. If you can't get an answer for them, I will try to do my best to give everybody an answer if there are any confusing steps. All right, you've completed alphabet name.